early in life, and that's menopause and ED. And ED being erectile dysfunction.
Damn.
Let's get into it.
All right.
Menopause and
All
how
right.
is it affecting your everyday life?
All right, ladies. So let's talk on if you're at that age about going through it. If you're getting ready to go through it. If you can't wait to go through it. I know a lot of young women that be like,
What
I
you
can't.
mean can't wait? Don't nobody want to go through
That's
that
what I'm
shit.
about to tell you, cuz. I know a lot of young women that be like, I can't wait, so I don't have to deal with my period.
Those are the ones who have not experienced anything at all.
Anything.
Those are the
Hmm.
ones who have not been outside in 5-degree weather in the drawers and the bra trying to cool off.
Oh,
That's who
right,
said that.
I
right.
promise you, Katie. Listen, there's some women that have really bad periods. Like they
Hmm.
heavy bleeders. They get bad cramps. Like they
Hmm.
have really bad periods. So in their thought process, they can't wait to get to that shit. So that's
Yeah, and I got news for them. As bad as their period was, that's how bad their menopause would be. They go
I'm
hand in
scared to
hand.
damn death. You hear me? I
Yeah.
don't listen. Fuck, I'll bleed the damn death before I'm ready for that. I heard horror stories about that shit. You heard me? Fuck that. Give me blood transfusion. I don't want it. I'm scared.
So, see, now I had to go
It's
through
bad.
menopause at 35. I had a really bad case of endometriosis. It was the worst case of endometriosis that you could have, and I experienced a lot of painful sex, heavy bleeding, passing of clots, like really big. It was bad. So I had to get a hysterectomy at 35. And so I was forced into menopause way early. Um, and I've dealt with it, and I still have my ovaries. So, I don't deal with a lot of the menopause symptoms, not the full menopause symptoms, because I still have my ovaries. So I still create that hormone. Um, and so, my estrogen levels are still kind of half decent, but it is tough. Like I had the flashes, I didn't experience the vaginal dryness, which I know is a lot of a lot of women's issues with menopause. They have that. But it's a lot of emotional ups and downs, moodiness, a lot of things that women have to go through when experiencing the menopause, and it's tough. It's not easy. So for someone to want that shit, she's bugging. Maybe she just wants it because she don't want to bleed no more. I get that, but that's kind of fun not bleeding. But the
that's
other stuff, yeah. 365 day a year carnival. I mean, it's fun, but it's a lot of other shit that comes along with it, which is not nice.
right. All right. Which one of y'all ladies want to go next? What's your thoughts?
I'm scared to damn death. That's my thoughts.
Right.
I'm scared to death. I don't want it. You know what I mean? I'm still having a period, and I appreciate your story, Ish, but I'm scared to damn death. I don't want it. I'm already going through enough, fucking hot flashes, having attitudes on my own. I don't need no help. I'm all right. Lord, you hear me? I'm all right. I ain't ready.
All right, Katie. What up?
Yeah, like Aisha, I was put into it at the age of 35. So yeah, it get bad. It gets really bad, and that's probably one of the reasons I am as calm as I am now, because I have went through a crazy part of it. It's gonna mess with you mentally, not just the physical part of being hot, but mentally, you go through hell. Even your family members go through hell. That's the only time that my ex, he did not mind spending money when I started getting the hormone shots, because that's the only thing calmed me down. I turned into a bear. I got out of my car on I-20 one morning going to work and was cursing everyone out. I knew then it was time to get some help. That's when I learned about the great hormone shots and started taking them. And I take my ass happily and put it up in the air every month.
Wow.
You're not
But
giving.
yeah,
What is some advice that you could give somebody, as they getting ready to go through it? What can they do to help, prepare themselves for, whatever? so that to be able to
Ain't
handle.
no preparation.
Would you say, K-Day?
Ain't no preparation. There is no preparation. It really
Everybody
is not.
Okay.
Y'all throw them
There's no
flowers up to
preparation.
women who gotta deal with stuff like this every day. Y'all need to throw them flowers up because we got so much on our plate for women to go through what they go through. And I respect this all. I respect every last one of us. You know what I mean? Because it's so much from being, single mom. I know it's single dads, but it ain't y'all turn. I'm not talking about y'all. I'm talking about the women, like, the constant stuff we got to go through. Guys don't have a period, so they don't get cramps. They don't get none of that
Whoa.
stuff. And then you got to go through the changes of life after that. What the fuck do we do?
Whoa.
Yo, I'm serious. Ain't no Eve bit the apple. I'm not trying to hear none of that shit. It ain't that bad to give us some crazy shit like this.
All right, now
It's horrible.
we have to speak on the other side of this coin. We have to speak on the other
Yes,
side.
please. I would like to hear about this.
Yeah.
So there's a flip side, ladies. Yes, menopause is a thing. There's also a thing that men go through as well. It's called erectile dysfunction. And what is erectile dysfunction? Erectile dysfunction is the inability to get or keep an erection firmly enough to have sexual intercourse. It sometimes refers to as impotency, although the term is now used less often. Erectile dysfunction can come around at any age. It could be a teenager on all the way up, right? And it can cause a number of different issues within yourself. Erectile dysfunction can come from an irregular diet. It can come from anything from an injury. It can come from anything mental or physical. But just listening to your stories about menopause, I guess it still doesn't, equate to that. But it's a mind fuck. You know what I mean? Just think, let's say all your life, you've been at any given time, you can drop of a dime, you can get an erection. And then here comes something that takes away that erection, be older age or an injury or even an illness that can cause you to lose that very desire, not even desire, but the ability to get an erection. Right? Because it can cause strain on not just yourself mentally, but also your relationship.
No, I need to make a confession now.
Yes.
All right. So.
Whoa, we need to get you pills?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
We can't hear you. Hold on. I need to say this. So, if ever there's a time that this happens to me, I need one of my closest friends. They have those doctors that are like take you out. I need one of my closest
No way.
Stop it.
One of my closest friends. I cannot go on if I can't do one of my favorite things in the world. I'm sorry. I need one of my closest friends. We can't hear you, Katie. Hold on. I need one of my closest friends, to find that doctor. I can't do it. I'm sorry. I can't go on. I can't go on like this. I'm really single. I can't go on like this, man.
All right.
You'll be surprised that you'll probably be more comfortable, like, oh, I'm not really, you know what I mean? Because, like, everybody, like, they enjoy their moments, but, sometimes you could just be, like, cool. Because I'm not going to lie to y'all. I never been so cool in my fucking life being by myself. I ain't going to hold you. I enjoyed my time. I get
wait a minute, wait a minute. There's a difference between enjoying being by yourself and not being able to explode. There's a difference.
But y'all already know what I told everybody know what my thing is, so
that's what I'm saying.
It's a difference when you've explored your body at a teenager and had that epiphany, like, oh, this is mine.
No, not even that. Not even that.
And now, not even
that. No, she's speaking on the toy option. I'm talking about take that toy option away.
Take the toy out the equation.
Oh, you talking about you don't get no sensation?
Right.
Like
nothing.
Right.
Nothing. Now here are some things.
What can you do? Watch Judge Judy.
You can't do anything. Here's some causes.
Yeah,
Here's some possible causes.
Causes.
Here's some possible causes of erectile dysfunction: cardiovascular disease, diabetes, which is rampant in the African American community. Right.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times,
it's
this
diet.
is confused, and I did a lot of research on this. This can be confused with sleeping with somebody earlier. As Sheba said, he could have came over there because he had to perform for somebody else, and he gets there to you, and he's dead.
Right.
Sometimes that don't be the case. It could be a case of erectile dysfunction, right? His mind wants it to, but his body just won't allow him to, right? Hypertension or high blood pressure. Did you know one of the leading causes in men with erectile dysfunction is not just high blood pressure, but the pills that they are taking to mitigate or keep down that high blood pressure? Amlodipine and all those other drugs that are used to treat high blood pressure is causing erectile dysfunction. And why is that, somebody might ask, right? When a person with a penis is sexually excited, a muscle within the blood vessel in his penis relaxes. Blood pressure medicine actually relaxes the muscles, which helps keeps your blood pressure down, right? So that's another cause. High cholesterol, obesity. Men, please get out there. And if you have any signs of obesity or that runs in your family,
hold on now. That's what I was about to say. Like, even when you join like one of the services, like Air Force, when you join any of these services, they give you this shit to make you not get hard. So they give you this shit to make you not be able to get hard, like when you're going through boot camp. It's
Yeah, they do.
They do.
Yeah, they gave my son that. He was in the Marines. They did that. Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because they want you to be focused on.
They want you to be at peak performance.
What's going on? Like you're going through boot camp. You have to be
90 days.
Oh, right.
So
Right.
Did that mess up anybody? Like, have anybody got
It
messed
could.
up off of that?
It could.
It's a possibility. It could.
Mm-hmm.
So they give.
Why you think they tell boxers don't sleep, don't have sex during training or before the fight?
Right.
So
right.
also it could be the diet, like whatever the things that you're eating, things that you're taking in that can affect that. And it could be, if you're, like Nell said, obesity, if you're overweight. So it's a lot of things that can play into, that physical, erectile dysfunction. But I want to ask the ladies, have you ever dealt with a man who's had to deal with this, and how did you treat him? How did y'all work through it? Or did y'all work through it?
I can say that if I had a man that had that, I'm not that type of person. On some real shit, I'm not that type of person. Like, if I love him, I'm going to deal with it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? If he can hold the toy and he can use the toy towards me, you know what I mean? And we can find something else.
He holding the toy.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So, like,
right.
it can work. If you love that person, you can work with that person. You know what I mean? Y'all can find fun stuff to do. Like, if I love you, I'm gonna ride out.
All right, Aisha, what about you, Ish?
I never had to deal with anyone that had that problem, but I'm with Shebel. Like, if we're in this together, then we're gonna make it work. And at some point in time in our lives, we're going to encounter that the older that we get. So it's like, okay, and it could go the other way as well. Like, if she can't perform either, so we gotta work with it.
All right, so Marilyn is saying somebody took the pill. So have y'all ever dealt with somebody that has taken Viagra or the magical Perk 30?
God damn.
That's what it is, because they say when you get on that Perk 30, you last for I don't know, I haven't tried it. But I heard that Perk 30 dick is something different. That's what the ladies say.
Wow.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I'm trying to tell you, this is the educational show. This is the educational show.
Education.
I'm learning.
It's a different kind of situation when you want a Perk 30.
Right.
Is a whole different level.
Right? They just
I don't know. I don't know, because they just, that's like the extra the super ecstasy pill, the Perk 30. It's the super ecstasy pill.
I ain't never want to be that high in my life. Like, I don't like shit like that. I'm cool. Like, I don't need to be that motherfucker high to be,
So have y'all ever even encountered somebody that has taken Viagra or even a gas station pill, like, or even ecstasy? Have y'all ever encountered?
It's like, how would you know? They could be lying.
Right.
You won't.
That's what I was about to say. I
Yeah,
wouldn't know
they be
if,
coming up
if
here already like, girl, I'm gonna take you down and shit. You like, all right, let's do it.
I don't know. It's kind of crazy out there.
Right. Like, unless that nigga dropped the paper in your house and you like, what the fuck is this?
Alamar said he took it and his dick still was trash. Marilyn said he took Eric because he wanted to. He said he needed to keep up with me. He was older than it. Yeah, she had an old head who couldn't keep up with her, so he got her Viagra, and
put he came in with the suit about to take you down, girl.
Now,
what's up?
This, like, as much as we want joking, this is a serious topic because this is something that somebody can't control. This is unlike anything. Like we can clown and say somebody got a small penis, somebody can't fuck, somebody can't eat it right, somebody can't whatever. This is something that's almost as uncontrollable based upon whatever issues they're going through medically or genetically, right? And just as if any one of us had any issues, we would want not so much of sympathy as just a understanding, education of what can be done to help you be able to please your mate, right? Reason why I'm speaking up on this and adding my little 2 cents is because one of the main causes of erectile dysfunction happens to people that have multiple sclerosis, because it's a situation that's affects muscles, right? And multiple sclerosis does a number on your muscles, right? A male's penis is a muscle, right? Unfortunately enough for myself, I have never experienced this in my 41 years on this earth, right? And I hope that continues. But another thing that they're saying, that the doctors are also saying, is COVID. There's a such thing now that they've come out with called long COVID that's also changing the trajectory of individuals' bodies. If you contracted COVID and you suffer from COVID, individuals who have COVID, some people are suffering from long COVID, are now starting to experience erectile dysfunction, also menopause, also dry coochies, and all those different things that are effective of our bodies, because it does something different to us. It changes a lot of different things, right? So one thing that we need to be cognizant of is, if you see somebody that you're intimate with or somebody that you love going through these things, make sure that instead of getting mad at them, clowning them, or even questioning them.
Hold on now. Let me speak on that.
Help them to
Hold on now. Let me speak on that. Can the person that is going through it, can y'all say this to your partner? Don't leave them in the dark. Make sure they're aware that you're going through something, because that's what causes friction if you don't communicate that you're going through something. So they don't know that you're going through this. How do they know how to take care of you or help you if they don't know what's going on? But you go ahead now.
I think sometimes people are in denial, right? I think we self-assess